hit motion picture, Red Dragon.
Red Dragon, you say?
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, yeah, I have. Hey, we don't have to do a synopsis on this. You can go back 3 weeks. We did a synopsis on this. You
So
know,
what he's trying to say is this is a remake of the hit motion picture The Manhunter.
hmm so just getting into the review of this thing. Um, is it a better movie? Depends on what kind of movie watcher you are. If it's for the general audiences, yes. It doesn't have the artistry, I guess, that Michael Mann had in his, but that artistry was very much of its day. So who gives a fuck about that artistry?
So going by that, like this fucking movie opens up with like a shot of the sun rising and it's like, oh, look at this beautiful shot with the water and the silhouette of this house and the purple and oranges of the set. Looks nowhere near as good as fucking it did in the original one. Like that's the one thing that I'll give that original movie is it looks really good. Probably way better than it should. This one, it's faking the funk on that. They're just like, oh, they made that original look good. We gotta try and do that. We'll try and do it, will we? Oh, we tried, and it shows that they tried to do that.
So it was Hannibal Lecter fever, right? That fucking last movie made a lot of money. So fuck, let's make another one. Let's bring old Anthony Hopkins back, and let's expand his role from what it was in the book. Let's write more shit for him to do, even though he's locked up the whole time in this one. But yeah, let's fucking write some extra scenes that really aren't going to be shit. They're not going to do anything for the movie, but people want to see Hannibal Lecter, so give him some more shit to do. And I think he's pretty good in this one. I think he's better here than he was even in the other two because he's not being silly. He's not, oh, hey, doing a little stupid Southern drawl, like fucking he turns into Colonel Sanders all of a sudden. He doesn't do that shit here.
He does. He definitely puts on a fake Southern accent to mock.
Very reserved. It's very, not as big. And I don't know, he's playing it better, I thought, a whole lot in this one.
Do you
The
think you like it more just because it's pretty much just Silence of the Lambs again, and that's the, setting you liked seeing him in?
I don't know. It's good to see Barney back. Um, but that being said, he's not even, if you know the movie, he's not the fucking villain in it. You got the Tooth Fairy, and this one it's Ralph Fiennes or whatever however
Wizard.
Ralph. Uh, he's good. He's really fucking good. I thought he was better than the other guy in Manhunter, whose name escapes me now. And they do more with his transformation, with his becoming, something else or whatever. And like, there's the scene where he has Philip Seymour Hoffman like fucking strapped to that wheelchair. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is better than that other guy was too. Philip Seymour Hoffman's always fucking great. But the cool thing,
Why? How can you say that? Philip Seymour Hoffman, as you would say, is a fucking junkie fuck.
yeah,
And you don't like those. Every time Chris Farley's brought up, you just say, "Oh, fuck that junkie fuck, mate." They died the same way, Joe.
yeah, but Farley, all he did was be wired, and all his fucking, oh, let me just jump around like this and what that
Guy
was.
act to say, "Oh, I'm just a pathetic guy. This is how I act in every movie." Oh, he's like Fat Napoleon Dynamite, this
Yeah,
Philip Seymour
well,
Hoffman.
you've only seen like 2 or 3 movies with him because he did a lot of shit where he showed a lot of range.
Every movie I've seen him in, always the same type of character. Like,
The
that's why they cast him in those roles, Joe.
He's fucking great in this,
Mm,
and well, like I was saying, Ralph Fiennes
hypocrite.
that scene, like the Tooth Fairy, he doesn't stutter or anything. His voice and diction is perfect in that scene because he's not himself. He's the fucking dragon at that point or whatever. And I thought that was cool. Edward Norton, I did not think was cool at all. I think, like, why the fuck did you get this guy if he doesn't give a shit?
Edward Norton comes off very aloof, like he's mocking the profession of acting the whole movie.
Yeah, it's stupid. Brett Ratner had directed some shit before. He can't just tell this guy, "Hey, what the fuck? Do you want to be here?"
Like, at some points, Edward Norton, he just gives off the, like, thing of, "Oh, yeah, I'm just here acting. Ha ha." It's weird. It's a very weird tone that he gives off in this movie.
Harvey Keitel is not right for his role. I don't believe him for a fucking second. Uh, the Emily Perkins chick that played the blind girl, she's pretty good.
I I don't think anybody in this movie was particularly good, especially her as just wide-eyed blind lady.
I thought she did good. Um, what else is going on in this? Fuck. There was. Oh, okay. So it is missing, and I didn't mention this when we did our review of Manhunter. Is Chris Elliott? This movie needed Chris Elliott like Manhunter had. It was fucking awesome seeing him in that whole fucking FBI meeting scene because you can tell he just wants to crack up the whole fucking time, like he's holding back laughter. But yeah, that started his career, man. Fuck yeah. You probably don't like him either, because you don't like, because he doesn't fucking just do cocaine and just fucking like that, It's, but hey, we all like our things, Tom, and you can like your shit, like what you like. I've heard that said, many times. And Red Dragon, it's definitely a more accessible movie. I don't know.
Yeah, this shit just comes back as like, "Ah, shit, people didn't have the best things to say about Hannibal, so let's just go back to the well and do that again."
And then
It
with him getting a fucking letter from Hannibal, what the fuck, It's just like to have Anthony Hopkins close out the movie. That was dumb shit.
Yeah, it the whole time I was watching this, I kept thinking, "Is what why is he doing a Buffalo Bill impersonation?" It just felt like Silence of the Lambs again, even though it was a remake of Manhunter. They just added so much fucking, Anthony Hopkins shit where it's fucking dude just going back there, just Silence of the Lambs work, Silence of the Lambs work. Let's just go back and do that again. Let's just do that shit again. And that's what the fuck it feels like. Nobody in this movie seems like they're right for the fucking roles. It was funny to fucking him rolling down the street on fire in a wheelchair, but I
Um, it was funny, like him traumatizing his son. Probably fucking up his son for the rest of his life in order to save him, though, Tom.
yeah, he shoulda once he got him in that room. He says, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Sorry, I had to. Yeah, didn't even mention that because I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess. It wasn't as boring as the, original, maybe because it wasn't as long, maybe it was, but
I think it was. I mean, I don't know. I watched this one on my phone. I don't like watching shit on my phone, but it fucking looked clear as shit. You know, give it up to those Ruskies. Thanks, guys. You know, dos vidania.
bless you. Yeah, it was whatever. I would say, going back and watching these because I already know the next one fucking sucks a dick. I
I've never.
didn't
I read the book, and the book
yeah,
sucked.
I didn't like it then, and I'm not gonna like it now. I might, but yeah, going back and watching these, it's just like, yeah, Silence of the Lambs was pretty good, but I don't think I'll watch any of these ever again.
But did include my favorite scene from the book is when he eats the painting. You know, uh, I thought they handled that well, especially when he knocks the lady out. You know, fuck you, lady.
You
Ha!
and your violence against women. Gosh
Oh,
darn it, Joe.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.